Good evening and welcome to ServiceSource's 40th Annual Service Excellence in Employment Awards Dinner. My name is Pete Booker. I know that because it says it up there. I served on the ServiceSource Board of Directors from 2004 to 2012. And we were just talking about this dinner, and I think this is the 20th one of these that my wife Susan and I have attended. Thank you. Now, these annual awards events are held all across the ServiceSource affiliate network to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our workforce and to recognize our community partners. As always, every year, tonight, we have much to celebrate. After dinner, you're going to hear about the state of the corporation from Board Chairman Gary Peterson, and then we'll recognize our 2025 awardees, whose stories will inspire all of us. And by the way, that's 2025 as in the year. We do not have 2025 awardees. Don't worry, we're good. I want to thank Amir Abu El-Hawa, Chief of Staff for the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, Chairman Jeff McKay's office, for joining us. Thank you. And as I always like to do, it's time to thank our sponsors who generously support this evening so that our employees can enjoy this wonderful night. We're so grateful to have them. So please hold your applause. I know we have some anxious applause people over on this side. Please hold your applause until the end of each group of sponsors. So here we go. Here are our event sponsors: Bank of America, Chubb, Larry and Ellen Crabtree, CW Resources, Diamond Rock Hospitality, GSA National, the Hanover Insurance Group, Hancock Whitney, Hogan Lovells, LLP, Imperial Dade, Ning Solutions, Pepsi Bottling Company, the Performance Food Group, PJT Partners, Pisano Contractors, STG International, Inc., Century Insurance, USI Insurance Services, the Nino R. Vahi Foundation, the Washkowitz Family Foundation, and Albert Wu Vocare Wealth Advisors. Thank you. Our service excellence sponsor is Playa Hotels and Resorts. And our platinum sponsors are Cigna Healthcare and, wait, Lisa, don't get so excited. Cigna Healthcare and MC Dean. Now, and just to embarrass the sponsors, we know a lot of you are here tonight. If you could stand or raise your hand just for a moment so that we can acknowledge your great generosity and support of ServiceSource. Come on, it won't hurt. Thank you very, very much for support of our mission. We are now going to serve dinner, and I'll be back at the podium in about 45 minutes or so to begin our program. In the meantime, we invite you to enjoy the series of photos that will appear on these screens on either side. Thanks, and enjoy your dinner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, kids, parents, may I have your attention? How was your dinner? Were you like me? Did you have decision stress with all that stuff on your plate? What do I have first? Anyway. Great to be again here with you, and great to be getting into our program. And we're going to begin with a presentation on the state of the corporation from your board chairman, Gary Peterson. Come on up.
Welcome, everyone. And thank you, Pete. We thank all of you for being here tonight to recognize our awardees and for taking the time to celebrate the great success that our collective ServiceSource team has accomplished this past fiscal year. It's truly an honor for me to be here and to serve as your chairman of the board. Joining me tonight are fellow board members Mark Diario and Patricia Harrison. Let's give them a round of applause. And ServiceSource Foundation trustees, Janet Barber, Elizabeth Hall, Paul Tieberger, Ralph Schrader, and Albert Wu. Please give them a... I speak on behalf of the entire board and our foundation board when I say thank you for your outstanding achievements and exceptional service. It's now my pleasure to share with you the state of the corporation. ServiceSource, as you know, is one of seven affiliated organizations. These organizations are located in Delaware, Florida, North Carolina, Utah, and 3 organizations based here in Virginia. This past year, ServiceSource significantly expanded its operations in Denver when we added 12 employment contracts along with numerous rehabilitation programs. This resulted in hiring more than 120 individuals. We're thrilled for this expansion of our mission, and we welcome our Denver colleagues to the ServiceSource team. As a nationwide team, our accomplishments are many. This is when, in this role, I'm going to deliver to you a lot of numbers. So please grab those numbers as I say them and try to hear to what I'm applying them to. There are a lot of numbers. It's really amazing the impact. So in fiscal year 2025, we collectively served more than 36,000 individuals who have disabilities. Yeah. Of those, more than 2,200 were directly employed by ServiceSource and our affiliates, and more than 2,100 received assistance in obtaining employment in the community with third-party employers. We also served more than 800 individuals in our Community Exclusion Day programs. ServiceSource accounts for a large percentage of these collective outcomes, accounting for more than 5,100 people served, of whom more than 1,700 people were directly employed or received placement support to become employed with a third-party employer. Additional outcomes specific to ServiceSource in Virginia include the following. Okay, more numbers. ServiceSource's long-term community integration services program served 619 individuals, making us the largest provider of these critical services in Northern Virginia. We opened our 14th long-term community integration services site in Northern Virginia. The best program, as you're familiar with, opened the King Street location in Alexandria, where we also sell Bloom products. Our senior services served more than 500 older adults in Fairfax County. On the operational front, our teams show why they are essential. In fiscal year 2025, we opened Blossom Daily in Georgetown, where we sell Bloom products, gourmet mocktails, and grab-and-go foods. Our contract closeout team closed more than 6,300 contracts, returning over $13 million to the federal government. Our FBI custodial team cleaned nearly 400,000 square feet of living space in 755 dorm rooms. Our mail services teams delivered more than 8.4 million pieces of mail. Our food services team served nearly 5 million meals, primarily to our nation's military personnel. I told you, lots of numbers. Our total facilities management teams at the Mark Center and NGA in St. Louis cleaned more than 3 million square feet of office space, completed 25,000 service or preventative maintenance tickets, and supported more than 105,000 conference center attendees. On the advocacy front, ServiceSource has continued to advocate on behalf of the Ability One program and the jobs that so many people in this room depend on. As the federal government shutdown continues into November, our leadership within the Alliance for Expanding America's Workforce continues to emphasize the critical need to return to work and the impact that the shutdown has had on our employees. To that end, we have continued to educate and support members of Congress in becoming Ability One champions. In fiscal year 2025, Representative Celeste Malloy of Utah became an Ability One champion, with additional congressional champions from our affiliates currently in progress. In total, nearly 150 members of Congress are Ability One champions, which results in important representation in Congress. We also continue to emphasize employee development programs that promote career advancement. In fiscal year 2025, we enrolled nearly 200 employees in our employee development program across 31 contract sites. Now, in closing, while these outcomes are impressive, it really is you and your personal story, along with the hundreds, if not thousands, of personal stories where we see the true impact of the work that you do. Again, on behalf of the entire leadership team, let me be the first to thank all of you for a job well done and to congratulate all awardees. Thank you for your patience through those amazing numbers. And now I'd like to ask Pete Booker to return to the stage to begin the awards portion of our program.
So thanks very much, Gary. Great report. A lot of numbers and a lot of great numbers. The difference now is we're going to go through a lot of names rather than numbers, because we have a lot of folks who help us do all of the things that we do, and we want to recognize them. But before we do that, I want to take a moment to recognize a few ServiceSource employees who are celebrating milestone anniversaries. Now, as I directed to my friends over here on this side of the room, please hold your applause until the end. Thank you. Employees who have reached their 20-year anniversary in 2025: Christopher Neal, Sean Sargent, Rhonda Moore, Thomas Ingoldsby, Alexis Wright, Nathaniel Kendall, Juan Carrillo, Leonard Johnson, Haley Trippett, Swati Anasia, and Kristen Caldwell. Celebrating 25 years this year are Jack Busby, Sharamita Mack, Jill Johnston, Edinson Uribe, Ken Crum, Thomas Mollick, and Geraldine Washington. Celebrating 30 years in 2025 are Corrine Johnson, Dana Burnett, and Richard Grahl. Celebrating 35 years, Marvin Lopez, Marion Moxon, Kalantha Galloway, and Monaco Pascasio. Now we get to I think the great service folks. They're all great, but these people have been around doing this for a long time. Celebrating 40 years in 2025, Philip Eaglin. And wait for it, celebrating 45 years, we have Jackie Shaw. Applause for everyone. We thank all of you for your commitment, your dedication, and the quality of your work. Okay, now it's time to do something I always love to do each year, announce our Service Excellence awardees. These employees are recognized as having performed at the highest level over the past year, achieving great workplace or personal success. Each service excellency, let me do this again. Rewind the tape. Okay. Each Service Excellence awardee received a box that holds a framed certificate when they checked in this evening. There's an envelope in the box, so awardees, make sure you look inside. If you are an awardee and did not get your gift items, please stop by the registration table before you leave. Now, I'm going to announce your name. Your picture is going to appear on the screens beside me. I mentioned we have a lot of names. We're going to recognize 109 awardees representing 48 contract or program sites. Now, here's something completely different you haven't heard me say yet tonight. Please hold your applause until we are finished recognizing everyone. All right. Our first award category is Service Excellence in Administrative Services, presented by Playa Hotels and Resorts. From Buckley Space Force Base, Michael Berg. From Fort Eustis, Shahamia Bonnet, Sean Bonnet, and Jeanette Mason. From Meridian, Star Jolly. Let's give the Service Excellence in Administrative Services people an applause. Our next category is Service Excellence in Logistics Services. This is presented by MC Dean. From the U.S. Department of Commerce, Tommy Harris and Effigenio Perla. From Dahlgren Naval Surface Warfare Center, Benjamin Garrison. From the FBI Academy, Conrad Brooks, Josh Johnson, Thomas Nystrom, Richard Shemansky, Alan Tyler, and Anthony Wright. From the Mark Center, Gerard Howard, Rufus Washington, and Bernard Webster. From Medical Bag Assembly, Michael Coe. From the U.S. Census Bureau, Julian Coker and Christian Graham. From the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, Michael Gentry, Madeline Jerdel, and Sean Patton. From the Noman Coal Pollution Center, Travis Weisenberger. I think he's a Weisenheimer, but that's a whole other thing. And from Securus, Marvin Lopez. A round of applause for our logistical services people. Our next award category is Service Excellence in Food Services. These awards are presented by Larry and Ellen Crabtree. Now, Larry, who passed away last year, was a 25-year employee who served as Senior Vice President of Food Service Operations. Thank you, Elle, for keeping Larry's memory alive through this sponsorship. It's great. We know Larry was very passionate about our mission and our employees, and we are excited to recognize that tonight. So here we go, food service excellence. From Blossom Daily, Ellen Haymond and Brendan O'Donnell. From the FBI and DEA Academy, Hilda Nelson, Dean Patterson, Stephen Byler, Daniel Brown, Eric Dietrichson, Tyleek Hines, Brayden LaRose, Tristan Manning, and Joshua Vaughn. From Quantico Marine Corps Base, Brian Adaid, Mariam Amin, Daniel Butte, Sivan Cabrera, Shirian Elder, Nubia Fleming, Kevin Frimpong, Takesha Juggins, Shantae Knight, Anthony Okoa, James Parker, Charles Ruffner, Natasha Spriggs, Dion Taylor, and Virgil Williams. From Joint Base Meyer, Henderson Hall, Frederick Waller, Carla Ramos, and Brasilda Kodra. And from the Marine Corps Barracks at 8th and I, Sean Sargent and Brian Smith. Big round of applause for our service excellence in food services. Next, we have service excellence in mail services presented by Cigna Healthcare. From Andrews Air Force Base, Eric Puttkammer. From BAE Systems, Eric Sloan. From the Centers for Disease Control, Sharnita Mack. From the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Amy Dansicker, Anthony Harrod, Brian Johnson, Mary Lusby, Reginald St. Martin, and Allison Taylor. From Crestline Hotels and Resorts and Playa Hotels and Resorts, Marion Moxon and Robert Orlando. From the Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency, Mark Doherty. From the Environmental Protection Agency, Charles Colligan and Matthew Sowick. From the Fairfax County Administration for Human Services, Ronnie Hall. From the Federal Aviation Administration, Ryan Thompson. From the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, Thomas Moloch. From the Internal Revenue Service, Antoinette Felson Cisse and Stefan Ruppman, also Jermaine Hall, Christina Juhans, and Kenya Woody. From Joint Base Anacostia Bowling, John Chandler and William Reynolds. From the National Archives, Sivon Copeland and Christina Golinsky. From the U.S. Coast Guard, Trenton Hinson. From the U.S. Department of Commerce, Stephen Alicia and Amber Brownwell. From the Department of Homeland Security, Monica Dixon, Kendra DuPont, Kiara Joseph, Fermine Palacios, Sean Rogers, Joseph Sharp, and Shamika Tompkins. From the Department of Transportation, Andy Leung and Fred Nelson. From the Department of State, Sean Delby and Wayne Rongero. From the United States Mint, Malcolm Hook. Let's give a big round of applause for our employees in mail services. Woo. Our next and final category is service excellence in job placement or group-supported employment, presented by USI. From Allied Universal Services, Jessica Racinos. From the Burlington Coat Factory, Venus Liggins. From Enabled Intelligence, Charles DeLeo. From Fairfax County Public Schools, Joseph Wilkinson. From Home Depot, Elijah Sanders. From the PGA Tour Superstore, Alan Nguyen. From Tea with Mrs. B, love that name, Nina Whitehead. And our final awardee of the evening, representing the Building Employment Solutions Together program, otherwise known as BEST, Dominique Edwards. Congratulations to Dominique and all of our awardees. Now, what we'd like to do, because we want to give them one more round of applause, is I would like to have all of the awardees that I've mentioned either stand or raise your hand so we can recognize you once again. A well-deserved round of applause. And now I'd like to invite Ken Crum, Chief Operating Officer, to come up to the podium to present our next awards. Ken?
All right, well, good evening, and thank you, Pete. And let me begin by saying, what an incredible evening. It's great to recognize so many of our employees and teammates for the great work that they do every day. You know, over 100 outstanding employees for their dedication, excellence, and impact we've recognized. Each award represents a story of achievement, purpose, and pride. And together, they reflect what makes ServiceSource so exceptional. To all our ServiceSource Excellence awardees, congratulations. Your dedication reminds us of the purpose behind our mission and the impact it makes every day. Now at this time, I'd like to also invite Gary Peterson, our Chairman of the Board, and Brenda Richardson, our Executive Director, to join me here on stage to help present our next two awards. So it is my great honor to recognize our 2025 Community Partner of the Year Award. This year, we are excited to recognize Barbara Davis from Brook Point High School in Stafford County, Virginia. Barbara has been a steadfast and trusted partner in helping us meet our staffing needs at our food service and Quantico operations at the Marine Corps Base Quantico and the FBI Academy. As a job coach at Brook Point, Barbara's mission is to support students with disabilities as they gain valuable work experience and transition into employment or higher education. For nearly 20 years, Barbara has worked closely with ServiceSource to connect exceptionally talented young adults from Stafford County Public Schools to work on our food service and custodial operations at Quantico and FBI. Her student success is a direct reflection of Barbara's hands-on approach. She ensures that each placement is a good fit, guides students through the application process, conducts mock interviews, helps build resumes, and leads information sessions that build confidence, especially for those students stepping into their very first job. This kind of support doesn't just change lives, it strengthens our operations as well. In the past 4 years alone, Barbara has placed more than 60 students in key roles across our major contracts at Quantico and FBI, bringing her career total, get this, to over 150 placements. Yeah. In fact, 7 of tonight's Service Excellence awardees that we just recognized are former students of Barbara's, a testament to her lasting impact. Barbara, thank you for being an extraordinary partner and champion for employment in the Stafford County community. We are thrilled to present you with the ServiceSource 2025 Community Partner of the Year Award. Would you please come forward?
Yes. Sorry, I'd like to just say a couple words. Good evening to all in attendance. I am honored to receive this year's Community Partnership Award, but none of this happens alone. This award belongs to so many, to my colleagues who I collaborate with daily, to the families who trust and partner with us, and to ServiceSource, who opens doors and provides employment opportunities for students and adults that I work with. Thank you for this incredible journey. A special thank you to Erica Linton and Jan Williams throughout the years for all our success. And thanks to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. And so I'm now honored to present ServiceSource's 2025 Community Placement Employee of the Year Award. This award celebrates an individual who has leveraged our programs and supports to secure employment with an employer in our community. This year, we are thrilled to present this award to Stephen Penalto, who works as a special events assistant at Tea with Mrs. B, a charming tea room located in Falls Church, Virginia. Stephen participated in our Peers program, which stands for Preparing Individuals for Employment, Reaching Success. Through this program, he developed valuable job skills and transitioned into supported employment. Let's watch this video to learn more about Stephen.
The Peers program is an employment readiness program where our main objective is providing support to our individuals in finding placement in competitive or group-supported employment.
Peers stands for Preparing Individuals for Employment, Reaching Success.
While at the Peers program, Stephen really focused on his professional communication skills. We worked on money management, time management, focus and attention to task, as well as overall professionalism by doing resume building and just interview skills in general.
Stephen, while attending the Peers program, volunteered at numerous sites. I think some of his favorite ones were Oakmont and South Run Recreation Center.
I get to go on outings sometimes once a week, and I always do a good job and get things done.
I absolutely think the volunteer opportunities that we have here at the Peers program really sets our participants up for success in building the skills necessary to be successful in jobs.
After like a year or so, we felt he was ready for employment and met with his brother and got him then connected with the ServiceSource job coach through DARS. So after volunteering here, he determined he really enjoyed working in a job that revolved around cleaning. He felt very proud of his work there and felt that it was one of his strengths. So he wanted to then find a job that involved those tasks.
Tea with Mrs. B is a small business in the area. They run events throughout the year, including summer camps for students. They also run tea parties and other events like bridal showers and other gatherings for people to come in, learn about different etiquette and manners, and just practice and have a good time together.
We received a call from ServiceSource inquiring if we were interested in having any additional help for the tea room or events. Stephen came to us because we are obviously a very unique environment and unique experience, and we needed someone who could handle being front stage and could handle interacting with other people, both adults and children.
Here at Tea with Mrs. B, every day is quite different. It's always out of the ordinary, and sometimes we have a unicorn come in, sometimes we need a confetti bomb, and other days we have to give out 200 cupcakes.
His personality was just fabulous. He showed up on day one with his resume and a suit and tie and a big smile and was so enthusiastic and excited about the opportunity.
His first question was, I want a job, I can do anything.
He was just ready to go, and I think when someone approaches any opportunity with such excitement and eagerness that it's hard to say no. And so by the end of the first interview, we had said, we accept and we'll offer you a position here.
The next day, he came into the Peers program and he shouted from the top of his lungs, "Guess what, everybody? I got the job!" And it was so exciting, and we were all so happy for him. I think Tea with Mrs. B is a perfect fit for Stephen because he's able to utilize some of his strengths in regards to cleaning and organizing, but also he's able to engage in the social aspect of the job.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen.
You're welcome.
confidence has also blossomed joy, and he knows that he is valued. He knows that he's part of a team. He knows that we need him and that we count on him.
I feel like the Peers program helped me to get a job, and I got the job, and I did a great job.
The second that I started working with him, I could see his passion for doing a good job, and his work ethic is awesome.
I think Stephen having a job has helped him grow as a person. I think he has become more independent. I think he also has developed a more sense and purpose in life.
We're really happy and lucky to have Stephen here, and he just refreshes the tea room in a whole different direction.
Stephen, I am so proud of you for all the work that you have done. I know how much of a great position you have at Tea with Mrs. B, and I can't wait to see all the wonderful things that you continue to do in your job.
Stephen, we are very proud of you that you're receiving this award today, and we are very thankful for everything you have done for us and for the tea room.
Stephen, I was with you from day one when you started the Peers program to the last day when you got your job, and it has been such a pleasure working with you these past few years. I'm so proud of everything you've done. You are such a hard worker, and congratulations on your job.
Stephen, we are so incredibly proud of you, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
We are so delighted to have you here at Tea with Mrs. B. We're so proud of the work that you do. You are so valued and enriching Tea with Mrs. B with your presence. Thank you and congratulations.
Stephen, on behalf of all of us, congratulations and thank you for the contributions and dedication you bring to your role at Tea with Mrs. B. Stephen is joined tonight by his brother David, along with his colleagues from Tea with Mrs. B. And thank you all for being here and supporting Stephen's success. Stephen, would you please come forward to accept your award?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Stephen. Okay. Congratulations, Stephen. Would you like to say a few words? Okay.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Stephen Kirsten Panalto, and I'm really excited and great to be here. And I would like to thank Hillary and Carly, and of course my job coach, Abby Freda, and my brother David, because I couldn't get the job done without them.
Let's get a picture of her. Right there. See the woman in the back? She's waving. We're going to take a picture.
Okay.
Scoot over just a little. There we go.
Okay.
Well, congratulations again, Stephen. I'd now like to ask Pete Booker to come back to the podium. We can't get enough.
Not everybody thinks that. I know. I'm good. Stephen, congratulations. Great work. Ken, thanks for asking me to come back up. That's all I'm doing. I'm leaving. No, I'm kidding. It is now my distinct pleasure to invite Bruce Patterson, President and CEO, to the stage to present not only our final awards of the evening, but what will likely be the final awards Bruce presents in his long and illustrious career with ServiceSource. I think you were, what, 6 when you were hired? Something like that, 7? I don't know. Anyway, I think everybody knows Bruce is retiring at the end of January after, wait for it, 42 years with ServiceSource. Thank you for everything you've done and all the roles that you've had to really enhance and build ServiceSource's mission. Your impact on all of those lives is immeasurable. Thanks.
Thank you, Pete, and congratulations, Stephen, and thank you, Barbara, for your support with the work that we do at the Quantico Marine Corps Base and the FBI Academy. How about Pete Booker, ladies and gentlemen? As you heard, Pete is a former ServiceSource board member who has been emceeing our events for many years and events for our Delaware affiliate for OCI for more than 25 years. And I don't know if the story is true, but I've been told that Pete was just standing there in Wilmington, Delaware, and they built the building around him. So, and then he became the board chair. So
I stand around as well as anybody.
Many thanks, Pete. These events really would not be the same without you. And we have a little something for you.
Photo op. Oh, there we are. Hi. I see you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And now I have the honor of presenting the final two awards of the evening. These are prestigious awards here at ServiceSource and not easily obtained. A lot of thought and consideration goes into selecting from among hundreds of eligible people those who are brought before you tonight and who we celebrate for their remarkable accomplishments. The first of the final two awards is the ServiceSource 2025 Ability One Employee of the Year. Many of you in this room, of course, are employed on contracts through the Ability One program. Through this program, individuals are employed on federal government contracts where they perform critical and essential work. We could not provide this work without our colleagues at Source America, who support us in a variety of ways, helping us secure these critical contracts and jobs. Source America's President and CEO, Richard Belden, is here with us tonight. Richard is a true leader in our field, and I'd like to ask Richard to come to the stage and help us present this award. It's a great honor for me to recognize Sandy Schwartz as our 2025 Ability One Employee of the Year. Sandy is one of the first people I met at ServiceSource when I started more than 40 years ago. And I got the opportunity to work with Sandy on several contracts. I was consistently amazed at her expertise and humbled by her kindness. And we've been friends ever since. I've enjoyed getting to know Sandy, Sandy's wonderful family, who is here tonight, and to stay in touch with Sandy as our job stations have changed over the years. Sandy's held several positions within our Ability One contracts during her time at ServiceSource. And when asked to take on a contract at the Department of Treasury that required one person on site, we knew Sandy was the right person for the job. You'll see from the video we're about to watch how impactful Sandy's time has been and continues to be with our customers at the Department of Treasury Office of Technical Assistance. Let's watch the video. Sandy is one of the first people I met at ServiceSource more than 40 years ago now. She had an infectious smile, great understanding of the work, and an attitude and demeanor that just made you feel good.
I've known Sandy for as long as I was at ServiceSource, and she was here for a long time before that.
I started in 1983. I started in the mailroom at the Department of Commerce and then at U.S. Customs.
Way back in the day, Treasury wanted us to set up a contract there for one person, and that had never been done before. So we needed somebody that could know the business, could learn the customer, could be the friendly, competent face of ServiceSource doing the work, and that was Sandy.
And they took me out of U.S. Customs and brought me to here and trained me for 3 days.
She's been there for 30 years now and has always done an incredible job.
She's just a shining light. She brings a lot of just really wonderful, positive energy into the office.
She brings a great attitude. She's very diligent, she's very thoughtful and respectful, and she does great and consistent work.
You can't help but to smile every time you talk with her, if you work with her. She just makes everybody's day brighter as she smiles and has the greatest laugh.
She's always cheerful. There are lots of situations we deal with here that can be stressful, and Sandy will say, "We've got this, we can figure this out." So very much a sort of can-do, positive attitude.
She's worked in our office for over 30 years, and she's actually the longest serving person of our entire office.
Sandy, she helps out with all the admin duties, anything they need, delivering mail, picking up courier packages, helping set up conference rooms.
Always ready to pitch in, always proactive in offering to help. She also keeps me on track for getting into the office on time and also leaving on time.
She makes everyone that interacts with her feel welcome and understood. And so she was able to just incorporate everything that you would want in someone that's the face of a contract where you only have one person that's there.
Sandy, she does the mail run. It doesn't matter what the weather is, she will do it. It could be a short walk, a long walk. She also escorts high-level delegates to our office, which is also super helpful, especially if we're tied up.
Besides taking care of administrative duties, I also go on mail courier runs.
Sandy embodies the Ability One program with being integrated fully into the Treasury family.
The Treasury Department may have the marble pillars out in front, but I think a lot of us tend to think about the people that are the pillars of the institution, and Sandy's one of them.
I remember at the start of the pandemic, Treasury allowed Sandy to work from home. I contacted them and thanked them for doing that and treating Sandy like a part of the Treasury family. I'll never forget the person I communicated with responded, Mr. Patterson, what you don't understand is Sandy is a part of our family." And I knew right then that Sandy was in the right place, and she was among people that recognized and appreciated what we've always appreciated about Sandy.
We are all about teamwork, and a lot of it is evident in the day-to-day just with our team members who are here in this office, but a team is also comprised of our families, and Sandy's family is very much a part of the team, by extension our collective team here, but just supporting Sandy and her ability to thrive in this job is something that we all, I know I speak for all of OTA, are really grateful for the support that she also receives from her family besides the work family that she has. We talk a lot, we're good friends, and we talk about what enriches her life, and we know that part of that is contributing to this office. She gives us everything, more than I think we often deserve, and we're so fortunate, and I'm so happy to see her getting recognition and acknowledgement for everything that she gives to us.
Congratulations, Sandy. You could have been the Ability One Employee of the Year for the last 42 years, but I'm honored to be part of this and see you get it this year. Congrats.
Sandy, I wanted to say congratulations on the Employee of the Year. It is very well deserved. Thank you.
Congratulations. I feel like there's no one better than you to deserve such a award. You are a true gem and a ray of light in our office.
Sandy, I'm not going to say too much because I might actually get emotional and start crying, because that is how beloved you are to our organization. I know that we are all so happy and excited for you to have received this award, and the best way I can sum it all up is we. Thank you.
Sandy, we're so happy to recognize you as ServiceSource's 2025 Ability One Employee of the Year. Will you please come forward? Sandy's here with her family and her colleagues from the Department of Treasury.
I want to thank everybody in this room for all your hard work, because everybody in this room, no matter if you didn't get an award or you're representing us, you're representing the entire ServiceSource family. So we are all important to this company. I also want to thank Bruce Patterson, because when I first met Bruce, we hit it off right away, and he will be sorely missed, trust me, when he retires. I want to thank, I have three families. I have ServiceSource, I have my family, and I have the OTA family, because without all these three families, I wouldn't be up here today after 42 years with this wonderful company and with all these wonderful three families I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy, and thank you, Richard, for helping us present this award. Our next and final award of the evening is our 2025 Staff Employee of the Year. This award recognizes a staff member who has gone above and beyond what might be in their job description, and whose work has had a larger impact on our mission, our reputation, and the people inside and outside the organization. It's my honor to recognize Mark Schrader, Document Management Specialist, as ServiceSource's 2025 Staff Employee of the Year. We place a strong emphasis on career advancement, and Mark previously worked in a number of ServiceSource's Ability One contracts. Mark's been someone who has continuously responded to calls to support a variety of mailroom operations during his 27-year career at ServiceSource. The man has never shied away from a challenge. When we identified the need for someone with great attention to detail, who we could count on to accurately track compliance data across multiple sites and affiliates, Mark's name kept coming to the top of the list, and he's knocked it out of the park. And Mark is, as you will see, a baseball guy. And to continue with the baseball theme, when I think of Mark, I think of a quote attributed to the great Babe Ruth, and that is, "You just can't beat the person who never gives up." And recently and throughout life, Mark has faced some health challenges, but he's never given up. He presses on with his work, his friendships, being a proud uncle, his many interests, one of which is telling me and Ken how to better run the company. And his love of sports is as exemplified by his attendance at every Caps home game. Let's watch the video to learn more about Mark and his impact.
Unfortunately for Mark, he suffered intracranial bleeding at birth. And so within 24 hours after he was born, he started suffering seizures. And those seizures have besieged him for most of his life. You know, as we looked at Mark growing up and the challenges that he faced, we would like to see him at some point in time hopefully be able to live independently. In order to live independently, clearly Mark had to be able to find productive employment. Most of the job opportunities were in fast food, so the challenge was to find something more productive, where he could feel much more satisfied about his employment. My first introduction to ServiceSource was actually not as ServiceSource. It was back in the day when it was known as Fairfax Opportunities. I met Carol Johnson and she said, "We are an organization that hires people with disabilities." I said, "You know, I have a son who has some of these challenges and perhaps this would be an appropriate conversation to have about him." Mark was hired as a mail clerk at the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
I got to interact with a lot of government employees, not necessarily just those that worked for ServiceSource.
And he had to make a rather long metro run from his apartment in the Rockville area into town and then back out to Beltsville. Because of Mark's seizures, the metro became a danger to him. Unfortunately, he suffered interstitial lung disease, and that affected his lung capacity, that affected his ability to walk and to be mobile. And so, given that challenge, ServiceSource, in a very fulfilling way, moved him to a job at headquarters. We was able to actually do a desk job.
As a document management specialist, I keep track of clients' records, information that needs to be updated into the computer database from various reports.
It's really been exciting to watch Mark overcome in his own life the things that are put in front of him and still have such an impact to our team and who we are as an organization.
He's always been willing to try something different and go where we needed him to go. He volunteered to take on some different mailroom work, and then when we needed somebody to come into the office and do record conversion and some other work, he was willing to come and do that.
He's now supporting our rehabilitation department at headquarters, performing a critical function that requires diligence and a great attention to detail.
I think it's been a natural progression for Mark from the work that he did on government contracts before transitioning into his current position. That ability to work with a lot of different people, work with different departments, meet the guidelines, the requirements of the position.
And that became really, I think, his most fulfilling position. He got to work with his team. His team was Janet Samuelson when she was there, and Bruce Patterson and Ken Crum and all those people. But on the other hand, they were very much interactive with him.
He is someone who really cares about his work. He's passionate about it. He knows that his role is important, and he takes a lot of pride in doing that.
To see employees get promoted out of the Ability One program into a staff position or into a competitive position outside of ServiceSource is something that we strive for and love to see. And Mark earned that through his hard work, and to see Mark do that is, I think it's been great for him.
Mark is achieving his goals. He's living on his own. He has a fulfilling purpose in his job, and he is a big part of the ServiceSource family.
When Mark first started as the document management specialist, he was mainly supporting the Oakton, Virginia office, but he became too good for us to keep to ourselves. So Mark has gone to the North Carolina office, to the Florida office, to other offices in the Virginia area to help them with their files too.
When we were down in North Carolina, we got to go and enjoy a Fayetteville Woodpeckers minor league baseball game. They gave Mark the opportunity to throw out the first pitch at the game. And it was really exciting. Mark was just over the moon.
Up next, we have Mark Schrader with ServiceSource.
Yeah, I threw a strike.
So Mark is a rabid Washington sports fan. We've celebrated the World Series, the Washington Caps winning the Cup, and Ovi's record-breaking goal.
He loves sports, he loves movies, and would regularly attend all those types of events. He does it with his second family. Mark will tell you that he has two families, his original family and a ServiceSource family.
As a CEO, seeing someone over so many years dedicate himself to his work, to the work of this organization like Mark has, it's humbling. And I'm proud that Mark is a ServiceSource employee. I'm proud to call him my colleague, and I'm even more proud and happy to call him my friend.
Mark Schrader, congratulations on being ServiceSource's 2025 Staff Employee of the Year.
Mark, thanks for all your hard work. You really help my team a lot. I really appreciate it, and congratulations on the award.
Hey Mark, you've earned this recognition. Your determination and drive and the work ethic that you bring to the office every day is recognized, it's appreciated, and it's really inspiring.
Mark, it's my honor to present you with the ServiceSource 2025 Staff Employee of the Year Award. Would you please come to the podium?
Okay. Good evening. It's an honor to be selected for this award. I'd like to first thank my parents who are here with me tonight, along with my brother. My family has always believed in me and encouraged me to set and work towards my goals in life. ServiceSource has been my life since 1998, when I started at the USDA mail and shipping receiving contract. My supervisor, the late Dee Brown, was one of my first mentors at ServiceSource, and I'm thankful for all that she taught me and the confidence she brought in me. Over the years, I have worked at several federal contracts within the Ability One program, and in 2017, I accepted the staff position at the ServiceSource headquarters in Oakton, where I support the rehabilitation department each day. Additionally, this position has allowed me to visit other ServiceSource affiliate locations in North Carolina and Florida on business trips to assist them in their file management needs. I have been a part of testing assistive technologies and services provided by ServiceSource Family Support Department. This has been exciting and for me, and I'm thankful that I can be a part of something that is helpful to others. There are many people I'm grateful at ServiceSource, and I would just like to quickly thank the following people: Bruce Patterson, Ken Crum, Janet Samuelson, Jan Williams, Jacqueline Slow, and Lori Cohen. Thank you again for this honor. Good night.
Congratulations, Mark, and thank you, Ken and Gary, for helping hand out these awards. This concludes our annual Service Excellence Awards dinner. There will be a photographer here if you'd like to. She's in the back, but if you'd like to come up front and get your picture taken with your friends and families, you can do that. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, and a special thanks to our many generous sponsors who make it possible to provide a very special and first-class event for our deserving awardees and families. Please travel safely home. Thank you.